So you've just listened to a sample of what we're going to listen to here. This is kind of an unknown, at least to me, this is an unknown creature that's out here. I want to listen to the this whole stretch. It's almost 10 minutes long, but in order to understand what this thing is, I think having it in its full context is going to be important. Now, I don't have the ability to get this thing as clean sounding as the clips at the beginning of this video on this page, this waveform page, because I just don't have the tools like I do in the multi-track portion. So we're going to get pretty close. But we're going to go ahead and jump right in. So at the beginning, we've got, I don't know, I'm calling this an animal in distress. So let's start with this. I may comment as we go along. It's going to be a long sequence here, but let's jump in. This is going to be a bug right here. Okay, and then from there it just kind of goes silent for a little bit. We're gonna pick it up in a minute, but I want to come back to this very beginning here, and what we had. So we've got whatever this animal is, and it stops. To me, it sounded kind of like an animal in distress, and then it stops. Pretty much goes silent right about the time this thing shows up. But what really baffles me is let me see if I can get in a little tighter on these. The real low end sounds that you hear right here. Let me move up. Okay, right here. Right here. Right here. So I'm going to play that again. Let me check and make sure I'm not rolling off. I know we've got something like a train or a plane or something going by, but I'm going to bring that low end up a little bit because I really want to, through my headphones that I'm listening to, this is a very low thump. There's a little one there. So I don't know what that is. You know, is it something taking an animal and hitting it against a tree? Is it stomping? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna play this thing dry because I feel like I should at least let you know what it sounds like without all of the effects. The bugs are kind of unbearable, but let's just run it here for a second. So you can hear a little bit there. Now I'm going to move here toward the end where things really kind of get crazy. Keep going a little bit further here. Yeah, this is where things kind of escalate, and then right before it just kind of abruptly ends is when we have this stronger signal. It's a little bit louder. Yeah, right in here. So this is kind of interesting. Let's listen to this again. This is going to be dry, so just for reference. Yeah, so this is a real strange signature. So it's a growl or it's a snarl or something, but so you don't have a real defined, arc like we would normally see with a howl. So this is just kind of this. It's more of a vertical smear, but um, a lot of frequency involved in it, right? So we're looking at generally down here at about 400-ish, up to 13, 14. Tempted to push this up a little bit, or pull this down a little bit, but I really fear that it's going to freeze up my program, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah, so this is strange. All right, so from here, we go a little further. Okay, so here we are at our next little section. So this is, gosh, 10 minutes, 11 minutes later. So there's really not a whole lot else going on in between, but we've got, all of a sudden we have this. So I'm going to pull this back up to our process sound so we can hear it. Here we go. I'm going to play it again. Listen real closely. I don't know what it's really doing. It's definitely snarling, and then is this a vocal or is this a pop? I don't. It's almost like a real raspy bark. Like, ah. Yeah, real strange. This is again dry though. Kind of sounds like a bang, tree knock, something. Can't really hear the snarl as much at the beginning, but the pop kind of sounds like a wood knock. Okay, this is. Hold on, I forgot what this is. Okay, just some other forest animal there that I don't know. And lastly, we've got this guy right here. I don't know if you can hear that through YouTube, but what you can see is here's this little guy again, this little thud, this super low frequency thud. So let's see if you can hear it. There's actually a pop and then a thud. So it kind of sounds like a knock and then a thud. But that thud is very significant. I don't hear that very often. You definitely don't see that signature very often where it's real defined, just a spike. Not on the low end. Low end is always just drawn out. Low end is it's very sloppy. It's not till you get up in here to the high end that you get the real tight, defined signatures. This is a real thing here. And it's loud, even though we can't hear it as well. If you look at what the knock, the color, the intensity of the color in this knock versus the intensity here, like that's loud, much stronger or closer. So that is my strange little critter in the forest from back in June. Oh, this is weird. This is just kind of it may be completely unrelated. I don't know if you heard it or not, but there is a whistle right here, and it's really just in the right ear. Pull this down a little bit. You hear it? Yeah, there's that strange whistle, and then... So if it was a bird, you would typically see a pattern, like you would see more of those, which I don't. But then I found another one. Really got to pull this out in order to see. Come on. There we go. Okay, so here's another one. This one sounds like a cat call. Is it a whippoorwill? Probably. But I thought it was entertaining at least. Okay, so please let me know what you guys think this is. I have no idea. Not this, but the growling, snarling thing from earlier. A lot more experienced woodsmen are out there that could probably say, oh, I know what that is. That's a whatever. Would love to know. Otherwise, at this point, it's still kind of a mystery, and I haven't ever recorded it again. So this was a one-off, at least so far. Not sure I want to run into whatever this is, because it definitely doesn't sound very happy. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, all that jazz. If you can, comment. Thanks, guys. See you on the next one.